Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. So I just finished up with a workout. Your boy's feeling good, but believe it or not, y'all, I don't always feel like going to the gym. I don't always feel like eating right. Believe that or not. Sometimes my ass just want to sit in the house and look at Netflix and chill and just kick it, vibe out. I'm a introvert, but I extrovert myself at times. But the whole thing is this: the discipline keeps me on track. The discipline is what keeps me doing the things that I know I'm supposed to do. But that's really hard for a lot of people because a lot of people lack vision. If you're having a hard time being disciplined, you're lacking vision. Before I really got into the online coaching space, y'all, I used to be in the whole network marketing industry. I used to call this a pyramid scheme back in the day. That's what I used to think it was, a pyramid scheme. I'm like, so you at the top, but you want me to be one of your bottom legs, and then you want me to get me some people up underneath me too, and so we can make your ass rich. I was like, okay, I'll try it out. If y'all making money, I believe I can make me some money too. But as long as we ain't, doing no harm to nobody. And so I joined it. And one thing that I noticed about these network marketing companies and these pyramid schemes, whatever y'all want to call them, these are actual companies. All right, there are some scams out there, but these are actual companies. Companies like Amway. There's some other ones out here too. I can't remember the other one names, but Herbalife, same thing. But I remember going to these events. And they would have these big events. It'd be like tens of thousands of people at these big events. And I found myself, getting really inspired, so motivated that I would just come back home and I would just be like on turbo mode, going ham. And I'd even see people who, were in my downline. That's what we call like downline. People who were that I recruited that became a part of my team, right? And they weren't all that disciplined. I would have to motivate them all the time. But after the events, they would come home and be fired up, turned up, sometimes for a month or two, other times for a week. Then their ass would fall off. That's the honest truth. Sometimes their ass would just fall off. And the reason why, like looking back now, because, as we grow, we become more self-aware. We become more aware of like what was going on. It's kind of like reading a book, and you read that book again after a couple of years, you're going to notice certain things that you didn't notice the first time because you're more self-aware. And so looking back on these times, I realized that at these events, these motivational speakers and all the different speakers who were, sharing their stories, their transformation stories, they were showing us vision. They were giving us their vision, but sometimes our vision, we could latch onto their vision and see things that were possible for us too. And that would cause us to come back home, be more inspired, more motivated to do the things that we know we're supposed to do, right? And so vision is like setting the goals, right? Vision is understanding what's possible if I do these things that I know I'm supposed to be disciplined with. If I know I work out 3-4 days a week. If I know I eat like I'm supposed to eat and not be binge eating on Ben and Jerry's all the time, eating honey buns all the time, eating Oreos all the time, you know what I'm saying? Binge eating on cereal late at night, right? If I know I'm not doing those things and I do the right things, what's life going to look like for me? Would I have more energy to do things for the people that I love and care about? Would I have more confidence and wouldn't have to worry about having weight-related health issues like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, heart disease, all this kind of shit, right? Vision. And so there's two sides to it though. Yeah, of course, we want to know the sexy side of the vision, right? We want to know the things that inspire us, that motivate us, but it's two sides to the vision. There's also a dark side to the vision. The dark side is, what if your ass don't do? What if you're not disciplined? What if you're not disciplined with the things that you know you're supposed to do? These are what I call consequences. Yeah, consequences. Some of y'all, you're already dealing with some consequences of not being disciplined. High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, heart disease, erectile dysfunction. These are consequences. This is also vision, because a lot of times we're not always motivated off the things that we can accomplish. We're sometimes motivated off the things that we lose. And so you lose energy. We lose our vitality if we're not disciplined. We lose our confidence. We lose our happiness if we're not being disciplined. You see what I'm saying? It don't happen in that moment. It happens over time. Because, just imagine somebody who's not really, taking care of their teeth and brushing their teeth and shit like that. It might not feel bad in that moment, but month after month, year after year, let's say they lose a tooth. They lose a front tooth or a tooth in the front start decaying or something. They go start noticing, they like, damn, I really don't like smiling no more. Man, I feel so insecure about smiling and being around people now. That's the same thing that be happening to y'all. Some of y'all who gained a ton of weight, you don't feel comfortable being in certain environments because you gained a lot of weight. And so it's not always, the health issues like high blood pressure and diabetes. It's your happiness. It's your peace of mind. Those are consequences. You lose that if you're not being disciplined doing the things that you know you should be doing. You know you need to be consistent in the gym. You know you need to be hitting the weights. You know you need to be doing some cardio, not just because you want to lose weight, and so you got that motherfucker that's beating in your chest, your heart. So so your heart is strong. Your heart is a muscle, guys. That's why you need to be doing cardio. A lot of you guys who are dealing with erectile dysfunction, lack of blood flow, because of the erectile dysfunction, brain health, like if you're not healthy mentally, and when you're not healthy mentally, you can't get stimulated the right way to be able to have strong erections. And you don't have the blood flow because your ass ain't doing cardio. So you need to start walking. Get on the Stairmaster. Start hitting that bike. Start going outside and going for a jog. Do something. It ain't got to be perfect. You just got to be disciplined with doing the things that you can be consistent with doing. And so once you start doing these things, guys, this is when your life is going to change. Start, like on my phone screen is my vision. When they say vision board, yes, create a little collage. I went on canva.com, created me a little collage. It's certain people that inspire me. I got The Rock on there. I got my mom and dad on there. I got the amount of coaching members that I'm striving to accomplish and have inside our coaching program, which is 75 right now at the time of making this podcast. What else I got on there? I got all kind of stuff on there. I had 50K followers on my Instagram on there at one time. Now we at like 62,000. You see what I'm saying? And so I gotta put that at 100,000 now. And so put your vision, you want to always have your vision top of mind. That keeps you moving with purpose. That keeps you moving with having intent, being intentional with your days. And even when you have tough days, like I have plenty of tough days. I have days where, with the amount of followers that I have now, you got all kind of trolls and haters down in the comments. I'm a person, so I still see the shit. And so sometimes I might get pissed off if I see something. But, I can't let that just derail my entire day. I can't get sick and just let that derail my entire day. I can't just get sad and just let that derail my entire day. I look at my vision. That's why I have it on my phone screen. I have it on my laptop. And so I can see what I'm moving towards. And so the things that don't really matter, when I'm looking at my vision, but I'm like, man, this shit that happened over here earlier today or the other day, man, that shit don't even mean that. This is what matters. My family matters. My community matters. The people that I want to help matters. The movement that I'm building matters. You see what I'm saying? I'm moving with purpose. A lot of folks, they don't feel like that sense of fulfillment in their life because they're not pouring themselves into a purpose. They're not adding value to themselves. Because once you set your purpose, like whatever you want to move towards, even just, you don't always have to be building a business. It could be, man, I just want to be the healthiest father that I can be. so I could show up and be there for my parent. I mean, for my kids, my wife. I want to be the healthiest wife that I can be, so that I can, have my husband always looking at me with that twinkle in his eye. He always drooling. He be crawling on the floor wanting to get some of me. Whatever it is, you got to pull yourself into a purpose, because that purpose is going to call you to want to add more value to yourself. The purpose forces you to want to add more value to yourself, to want to be disciplined, to add this kind of value to yourself. That's what this shit is all about, y'all. Adding so much value to you, and so that way you could pour into other people. A lot of y'all, you trying to pour from an empty cup. You can't do that. You want to help everybody else, but you're not helping yourself. And so at the end of the day, you exhausted. You tired. You don't have nothing to give. But if you pour it into yourself, you gonna have an abundance of energy. You gonna have an abundance of just, dog. When folks ask me for stuff, like one of my buddies I played football with in high school, in middle school, I told him about online coaching. I think probably about 2-3 years ago. He didn't do it, and then he reached out to me about a week ago, and I was like, "Hey man, let's go to Starbucks, man. I'm about to pull up Starbucks, pull up on me," and because I got so much information to give. I got so much value to give because I poured so much into myself. How y'all think I can create content on a daily basis? Some of the influencers y'all look at, they don't post every single day, and I post multiple times a day because I got so much value to give, and depth to give you context. You see what I'm saying? And so the only way you get to that point is you being disciplined, and you being like, damn, okay, like what's making me not want to do this? Oh damn, I don't have no structure. That's why I don't really want to do it all the time, because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I don't really know if what I'm doing is right or wrong. So I'm feeling unmotivated because I feel like I'm winging it. I don't know if it's really going to pay off. And so you start to get structured. Now you can become disciplined with doing the right things. The last thing you want to do is be disciplined with doing the wrong shit, because you're going to be going the wrong way. You're going to be spent months, if not years, doing the wrong thing and don't have no results to show for it. And so set the vision, both the good and the bad. Get a sheet of paper, draw a line down the middle, and draw a little happy face on one side, right? Draw a little happy face, and then on the other side, draw a sad face or draw an angry face, right? And then draw bullet points, and all your goals that you really excited, that make you excited, that make you happy, put them on the happy face side. All the things that make you mad, that you like, man, damn, I know I don't want to have no health issues. I know I don't want to, go to no football games or basketball games with my kids, and I'm the dad with the damn dad bod, and all these other dads looking fit, and they are showing out on me. You know what I'm saying? They're making me look bad. I don't want that. I don't put that on the angry side. That's the pissed off face. You see what I'm saying? That's vision. And so that way you don't have to go through that. You have to put it down on paper and put it on your phone screen or your laptop. That way you can continue to be aware of it. Because we will have adversity. We're going to have challenging times that hit. That's just life. And so the vision is what keeps us on track. The vision is what keeps us disciplined. But a lot of y'all, you like when I was talking about earlier, we would go to these network marketing events, and people would get inspired, and they'd be inspired and motivated for a week. After that week, they ass back to doing what they used to do. That's because they're not keeping their vision in front of them. They just got inspired at that event. They thought about their vision in that moment, but they never did it again. This is like the folks who they set their goals for the year. Then once a couple of months has passed at the beginning of the year, they stop. They done gave up because they have no idea what their vision is. The pain of the adversity that they're going through is outgrew their vision. Their vision is now fuzzy. You be looking at your screen and your screen getting blurry or something like that because your breath hot. You looking at your phone, you be for y'all, some of y'all who be breathing real hard on your phone. But anyway, it get blurry. Your vision gets blurry. And so you got to keep your vision clear by having it on a sheet of paper, by having it on your phone, and so that way you can see it. The more you can see it, the more you can feel it. That shit should pull you. It should almost bring you to tears, whatever your vision is. It should make you feel something. If you don't feel something when you making your vision board with the things that you want and things that you don't want to happen, you should feel something. You shouldn't just be all like, damn, I'm just about to write this shit out, man, because Coach J said do it. I'm just about to write. No, you should feel something. It might bring you to tears a little bit. You might be like, hey, man, I just feel a little uncomfortable. That'll let you know you're doing something right. But don't want this podcast to go any longer, man. That's what y'all want to do. Create vision. That's going to keep you more disciplined with decisions that you make. All right? If you found this podcast helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And go ahead and hit that 5-star review button for your boy, man. We already at 25, man. Let's go ahead and get that thing up 30, man. Come on, man. Come on, give me y'all this free game, man. So go ahead, hit that 5-star review for your boy. And I appreciate all y'all who already have. And so that way we can continue to grow the movement. Let's go. We out.